Hello YouTube, Salivate Metal here, with a follow-up video from my previous video about the 2015 high relief gold coin and silver medal. For what you saw in that previous video, to which I will link to below, was a description of the various designs that were submitted to the Commission of Fine Arts and the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee last week, and now their recommendations have been submitted, and this article talks about those, and these are the recommendations that they are sending to the Secretary of the Treasury, which is Jack Lew. So he will make a decision, the final decision on what the design will be, but you can see that the designs chosen here are as follows. This version of Liberty here, which isn't bad with the flag. It wasn't my favorite, but nonetheless, there it is, the year 2015, Liberty and God We Trust. And on the reverse, we have the eagle. But what's fascinating about this particular story is that the committee's made 6 recommendations. For the silver medal to maximize its, quote, eyeglass appeal, they're going to stick to the 40.6 millimeter planchet that is used to strike the American Silver Eagles. And the number 2 follows up with number 1 by maximizing the relief of the silver medal to the fullest extent possible, making it deeper than the obverse of the proof American Silver Eagle, which is interesting that they say the obverse and don't mention the reverse, which would be quite disappointing if they decide to make the obverse high relief and the reverse not high relief. And also, it's going to be very difficult to do on such a large planchet as the 40.6 millimeter. Doesn't give much room for depth of field, so to speak. And the third is use an inscription of 1 union followed by $100 for the gold coins denomination. So they're recommending to up the denomination from $75 to $100, which would conflict in some ways with the platinum coin program, because they too are noted as $100. But then again, platinum and gold are trading about the same dollar amount per ounce. Number 4 would be to include the mint marks on the silver medals, with the possibility of both U.S. mint facilities in West Point and San Francisco striking them. So I think they're looking at other options so that people can possibly buy a West Point and San Francisco version of each of those. The number 5, which is something very unusual for metals, and that is to add reading to dress them up, which is not traditional for metals. Number 6, which I think is very fascinating, and that is to make the silver medal the first in a series of annual Liberty-themed issues. That could be quite interesting and quite good, because if you think about it, the U.S. Mint really does not have that many offerings in their compared to other world mints, especially compared to the Royal Canadian Mint and the Perth Mint. And collectors have been on the possibility of having more of a Liberty-themed coin. And so I think this idea of having an annual issue of Liberty-themed coins is great. It's just the designs that I had a little bit of a problem with. But this design here for the obverse was recommended, and they liked it, except for the flag came in and cut off part of this, or is behind this W, might be a bit difficult. So they're suggesting to move the text around a bit so that it comes down. But nonetheless, it's depending on how this looks, it may not look too bad on a coin, although it seems a bit busy up here with the crown, with these leaves kind of sticking out. It's a bit strange looking there, but the reverse is the eagle that most of us have loved. And when we first saw it, when it was suggested as a rumor to be the replacement eagle on the silver eagle. So it will be used on this one more than likely. It is a recommended design. They just suggested that the olive branch be trimmed, which is quite odd, because I think it does fill up some of the space having it this long. I don't know why you'd want to trim it, to be honest with you, but nonetheless, that is what they recommended. And then this is very interesting. They said that unable to lock down their decision, the CFA recommended the same designs as above, as well as obverse candidates number 3 and reverse candidate number 10, which is the Sade Smooth Operator obverse and this eagle perched on this branch here for the reverse, which is pretty nice, but it does not match because of the rim and the dressing of the rim there. It does not match any of these designs as far as consistency and the like. Although the eagle itself is pretty neat, although I don't like that it's trimmed off here on the back of the wings and all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.